Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 2. And yeah, this is a final episode of What If Naruto was neglected by his family. Don't be sad guys, this just means that you'll be getting new What If soon. So yeah guys, just comment down below and tell me what you think of this episode, and thank you for following me on this journey. Thank you all for your help and your support guys. And also go ahead and check out Anime King, where I post a new episode of What If Naruto had multiple people sealed inside of him. And I also post a new episode of What If Naruto returned different after his training trip. And on this channel, I post a new episode of What If Naruto was taken by Orochimaru. So go ahead and check out that and enjoy as well. And remember, if you're new, to click that red subscribe button and join Anime King and Anime King 2 and become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and your support. And remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying and talking back to all of you. So without further ado, let's get straight into the final episode. So, to do a bit of a recap, Naruto and his group finished off his mission at the Land of Snow. As they went back home, arriving home they found Kushina, Sarutobi, and Shikaku there, as they were asking the village for help. After asking Naruto, Mei allowed him to go because he wanted help in the rebellion, and Zabuza wanted to tag along with the two girls who want to make sure that Naruto's okay, as they headed off with them. Minato was surprised when Kushina delivered a surprising strike in a council room as she released thousands of paper tags out of her seals, exploding half of the Hokage's office. But Minato used his Harashin and got out of there, but most of the council died in that meeting, as some of them managed to escape. Other than that, Kushina and Sarutobi launched an assault on the village, destroying some of the village main force, destroying the weapon area and the sensory type ninjas, so it would be easy for them to get in without any ninjas finding their specific location. So with that, they headed back into hiding, as today was the final day when they strike. So yeah guys, that was basically the last part we left off. You guys can switch across the place and check it out for yourself. So let's start this new episode. Konoha Sensory was still down, so they didn't realize that they were being attacked until the first batch of explosives. And that is when the war began. Soon enough, all the rebels found ninja to fight, and there was a large mass of chaos. The only thing known for a fact is that each one of them wanted to stay alive, as they fought with all they got, knowing who was their teammate, seeing that the rebels took their headbands off. For Naruto's group, they went in after all the chaos, as they sneaked inside of the cage tower. Envoys were supposed to be in there, but the envoy was already taken care of, as they prepared themselves. But Kushina then saw her envoy friend. His name was Teiyoshi, as she was standing on top of the staircase. The group was about to attack him when Kushina stopped them. "Not him, he's on our side," she told him, as she then turned and said, "Man, come with us," as he simply nodded and followed her. So they went further into the tower as they found Minato getting ready for battle. "So it has come to this," he told them, looking directly at Naruto, Kushina, and Narumi. "You guys couldn't just have followed the plan that we have set out for you. Now I have to kill all of you and force Narumi to help create the ultimate ninja clan," he told them. He then launched forward. Kushina was the closest to him, so he tried to punch her in the face, but he simply threw a kunai in the air as he vanished. He reappeared above her as he grabbed onto her arm and spun her around, flinging her into the wall. He then had to dodge the envoy's blade, as he flipped back. As soon as he did that, Naruto and Narumi were ready to stab him, but he vanished in a flash. As they all turned, as they looked over to Kushina, who was slowly getting up, as Minato was behind her with a Rasengan in his hand. Naruto was about to use the same thing to go over there, but apparently Minato did something to the seal to stop others from using it. So Minato slammed the Rasengan into her back, as Minato then vanished in a flash. "Mom," said Narumi as she rushed over, as Naruto rushed over as well. "Mom, don't worry, we will take you to a healer and get you all fixed up," Narumi told her, as they turned her on her side. But Kushina just smiled at her daughter. "No, that wouldn't help. You guys just need to face the fact that I'll be dying soon." I love both you and Naruto. Naruto, come here, she said, as she was already looking pale from blood loss. As Naruto went over to her, as she smiled at him. Son, I am sorry for everything I have done to you. And I know you will never fully forgive me. But no, as she coughed up some blood, I will always love you. Please, protect Narumi for me. Especially, for the most part, she did not know what she was doing was wrong. I love you, Narumi, said Kushina, as her eyes slowly closed. As Naruto Rinnegan activated, as Narumi gained the chakra cloak around her, as the group outside found Minato, as Naruto placed a hand on her shoulder, even though she had on the chakra cloak, as the both of them vanished. As they got there, they saw Minato simply standing in the field, waiting for them. The both of them looked at each other, as they then dashed forward. As Minato teleported, he appeared behind them as he tried to strike, but Naruto raised his hand, but Minato vanished again. As he reappeared a distance away, Narumi used her chakra-coated hand as she brought it down with great force, but he jumped out of the way as she digged a giant hole in the ground. As she then glared at him, as Minato threw out two three-pointed kunai, one at Narumi and one at Naruto. He then teleported as he appeared in front of Naruto, the Rasengan in hand. As Naruto raised his hand, divine push, said Naruto, but Minato vanished as he appeared right beside Narumi as he caught the kunai before it landed. He still had the Rasengan in hand, but in a shocking event, he saw a seal on Narumi's back as Naruto appeared beside him and delivered a roundhouse kick right to his face, sending Minato flying as he crashed into the wall. Narumi then built a Rasengan in hand as she dashed forward. She thrust her hand forward but Minato vanished as he reappeared a distance away. He looked around but Naruto was gone. What the hell, he said. He then quickly turned around as two swords were coming at him. He quickly dodged both swords as they stabbed into the ground. Narumi thrust her hand forward as a chakra-coated hand was created. As it rushed towards Minato, Minato quickly flipped back, as he had no idea where the hell is Naruto. He then looked up after sensing something as he saw Naruto, as Naruto had two swords in his hand. As he threw the both of them at Minato, Minato quickly evaded both of them as Naruto landed in front of him. Naruto then raised his hand. Divine pull, said Naruto, as Minato was pulled straight towards him, but Minato vanished in the higher shin. As he reappeared, you still don't see it. It doesn't matter how strong you are. I have the knowledge and the battle experience over you, boy. Remember that, he said. It was then that the other company arrived. As the Anvu, that was Kushina's friend, glared at Minato. I'm going to kill you for what you've done, he said. No, said Naruto. It's over. Narumi walked up to the group. Her chakra cloak subsided, seeing that she and the Kyuubi was friend. The Kyuubi wouldn't allow her to go into that much rage. What you mean, she asked, as Naruto had one more sword on his back as he stabbed it into the ground. Blue lights then rushed from all corners where he dropped the swords. As they rushed towards Minato, he tried to teleport out of there, but he couldn't. What the hell did you do? Why can't I teleport? He asked Naruto, looking fearful. Your teleport seal is over, said Naruto. I have perfected this seal to hold the strongest enemy. Doesn't matter what you do, you can't break it. And by the way, I'm going to bring Mom back. With this dojutsu I possess, I can bring people back from the dead. By offering up your soul, I'm going to bring her back, said Naruto, as he walked over to Minato, who still couldn't move. Minato then looked at Narumi. Narumi, I am your father. Don't allow him to do this. Rot in hell, bastard, said Narumi, as Naruto placed his hand on Minato's head. Die, said Naruto, as a monster appeared behind Naruto, the King of Hell. As Naruto ripped out Minato's soul, as he threw it to the King of Hell. The King of Hell then threw, as he then opened his mouth, as he revealed Kushina, who was lying down on the ground. As she was sleeping, her other body disintegrated, as she was now here, alive. As the Anvu went over and picked up Kushina, who was still sleeping, as they all went back to the cage tower. When they arrived, Saratobi was there, as Kushina was still sleeping. So, how did it all work out? Naruto asks. Well, Naruto, now that he's dead, we can finally end this war without any more fighting. As Saratobi ran through hand sign, as he let out a small flame that went up in the sky and exploded like a firework, as everyone turned their attention to Hokage's tower. People of Konoha, stop your fighting, because this war has come to an end. Your leader has fallen. Lay down your weapons and surrender. He told them, knowing that most of them were fighting for Minato. Bullcrap, our leader can't be dead, a random ninja yelled. As the Anvu walked up with Minato's body, as all of them went speechless, as all of them laid their weapons down, knowing the reason for fighting has passed away. So that was the end of the rebellion, where the rebels ended up as the declared victor. As soon as the war was over, the plan for Konoha fix began. Now, this started with Kakashi, Sasuke, the civilian council. All of them were killed for their crimes. Itachi was taken off the wanted list and welcomed back to Konoha after they found Danzo's file. Also, the loyal ninja to Minato was left because they need the population in Konoha. They just can't kill all the ninjas. But they were watched carefully. Kushina was nominated as the next Kage, as Saratobi told the good side of the council that he just wanted to live his life peacefully now, and the Kyuubi was also released from her cage because of Naruto performing some intense seals that didn't hurt Narumi. Flashback. Narumi was sitting on the ground as she was surrounded by a large circle that was glowing blue. As Naruto told Narumi to summon up as much chakra for the Kyuubi that she could. As soon as she did, it all was absorbed into the seal. Now it's my turn, said Naruto, as he then said, body and soul creation, as he made a hollowed body as he put the Kyuubi soul inside of it, thanks to its bloodline and the massive amount of chakra. As Naruto watched the seals form around the new body that he created. Now, this newly created body is just a shell to hold most of your soul. Some of it is still in Narumi's seal, so she doesn't die. She can still call back all of your chakra if she needed, but you are able to use that body as your own. As the Kyuubi looked around, as she quickly jumped on Naruto and hugged him, as she was finally out of the cage. End of the flashback. After going back to the mist, Kushina explained everything to me, so Naruto could travel back and front to the two villages without any problem. So in the end, Naruto became friends with everyone again, as Kushina and him were on good terms. As Naruto was currently at the mist village, as he was in his room, he heard a knock on the door. Come in, he said. As he opened the door, he then moved aside as all the girls came in, as all of them were giggling. What's wrong? Naruto asked, as Hinata, Narumi, Mai, Haku, Megumin, and Amy, all of them were wearing brown trench coat, and it was very large. What's with the brown trench coat? Naruto asked, as each of the girls looked at each other. They then smiled as they removed it, showing that they were wearing some small lingeries under that, as Naruto instantly had a nosebleed. To thank you for all that you have done back at the village for us, said Narumi, and the other girls wanted to tag in as well, as Naruto looked at all of them. Naruto then looked up in the sky. It seemed that I had died and gone to heaven. Well, let's get started, he said. But guys, this is the end of this episode. I hope you guys enjoy this series, but it's gonna be finished here, guys. So Minato was the main villain all along. The Akatsuki and all that wasn't really a part of this story. But I hope you guys enjoy, even though it's shorter than most of the stories that I do. But I still hope you guys enjoy, and don't worry, new what ifs are coming out soon, and I hope you guys will enjoy all of them. Thank you all for your help and your support, guys, but I'm over now. Peace.